So, here we are. We're back after a long pause in the production. We're back with season 2 of R&R. And what I want to cover through here is this. We had a week that was kind of dedicated to career planning and career development and mental health. We had a big discussion in class about, a lot of critiques. And I do also agree with some of those critiques as well that we had in class about how it was more kind of guided towards the career aspect and, I don't want to say capitalist, but kind of the whole job and the importance of having a job. That's what some of the sentiments I felt was discussed in class. My main critique, of course I agree with those two, but the one I have the most kind of questions about is actually the model that's presented. Chris presented it pretty well. So let's see if I can find it. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it. Kay's dual continuum model of mental health. And I started thinking about models in general. And models are a way to kind of explain things through a certain lens, and help ideas and concepts fit together. So when I looked at this, it makes sense that mental health is not really a spectrum. It's more than just that. It's not just on a single plane, on an XY coordinate, or X coordinate. It's also on a Y coordinate. But then I thought, why would it stop there? I'm sure, mental health and emotions are so much more than this. It's more, I don't want to say cumulus. No, what's the word? It's like describing a cloud. Anyways, it's much more complex than just an axis or a continuum. It could pop out of the page as well and go on the Z coordinate. It's way more complex than what is presented here, which is my main critique. Because why would you stop at just having a 2D image presenting a quote-unquote spectrum of mental health? Now, I did think it was interesting that there's elements of high mental illness and low mental illness, and high mental health and low mental health, and these are states that are present in everyone. So that's something I will kind of applaud. It does make sense, because you're not you're never just mentally healthy or mentally ill. It's you're always some kind of combination of the two, but not even so much a combination of the two, but all these complex elements that come into mental health in general. So that's what I wanted to take up with this article by, I don't know, some PDF of whatever this is. But mainly Kay's dual continuum model of mental health. So, so here's the thing. Is another part, I guess, the relationships between. So what I understood was career development was just not so much about developing a career, but also one's relationship that they have with their career. And I do think that's important. Yeah, it's a career, but it's also work, but also how you treat your career and your impressions of it and how you partake in your career definitely contribute to your mental illness or mental health. And all these things are definitely related. But again, it's so much more complex than just a 2D image. And I understand that it is a simplification. Maybe it's just there to get the gears going. But I think it is important to explain that it is so much more than just a 2D diagram. All right, so that's it for this episode. Hopefully I can do more over the course of this entire program.